John Hyde with the weekend video and Saturday the 25th of June. Starting with Bitcoin, the position is becoming less clear, although I said that last time I reported. This sort of rally here, I mean, it's a totally unimpulsive looking thing, suggesting this is some kind of correction. So I think probably the count is A, B, C to here, then a B then an A, B, C, C. So that's a complete A, B, C for A, B, and a C. I mean, this 5 is fine, but it's just obviously we can't ignore the subsequent action, which is not confirming the low really. So I rather think we're going to go down from here. I'll put that count in just as hopefully a temporary measure, but so we'll see. Possibly alternative count is that the 5 is actually correct. This is actually an A, B, C, A, B, and C. And the problem with that is it's rather long in the tooth. It's very irregular to make new highs first, then make another new highs, and then fall down. It doesn't really sit very well. Very hard to include this in the initial 5 though. That's the other problem. It's probably not impossible, I suppose. 1, 2, 1, 2. Count that thing there, I suppose. 3, 4. I thought, well, yeah, that could be a 5 to there, which would make it a bit more appealing. I think in any case we're going to come down. So I think probably. I mean, if this is a 5 here, we've got an A, a B, and a C. Then if this level holds, that would support the view that we have actually seen a 5 up to here, and that would then ABC to there. Still quite a long ABC. I mean, it's, generally the 5 is the longer move, and the correction is the shorter move. So it does raise questions however you look at it. Really, look at Ethereum now. I think. Well, Ethereum is rather similar, really. We've got the possible 5 up to there. Then there's, I mean, slightly less irregular ABC, I guess, ABC. But this isn't really setting the world alight. So it is again possible, perhaps, that we should have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 3. Maybe a triangle 4, and then a 5 to there. Then an A, a B, and a C. So I think that count might actually be favourite. So I'll put that actually on the chart just to see how it looks. Okay, so as I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. Actually looks quite tidy on Ethereum. Obviously another leg down is required to complete the ABC. Down to around this level here, a break of the A, then a bounce from around the 1,000 level. So that's quite a nice round number to conjure with. Anyway, see how it goes. A bit more downside than maybe positives to come. Change on gold. Still got this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5th wave in progress. I think. So I think we're still going a bit lower here before we see a rally. I think a substantial rally is due, but I think we're going to see another sell-off before that comes in. Silver sold off some more, taking out this low here. So although the 5 still looks quite good, the ABC was irregular anyway. We've now got a new low below here. I think as with gold, we may want to see some lower prices here. It doesn't look too. I mean, we have got 2 spikes, so it's not all negative. I've got a spike there and a spike there, obviously. But the wave pattern is somewhat obscured, to say the least. It would be a lot cleaner, I think, to see a new low. But never know, if this can build a head of steam and we see a decent 5 developing off there, that would be encouraging on silver. Electricity, I think, is still in the doldrums, and I think it will be for a while, as I said. This is looking corrective. I mean, it could develop for a head of steam, but I think this is going to fail. Ultimately, we're going to break down below here. So no change on FTSE at the moment. Same on the DAX. I mean, we may see the C wave. I've been talking about the B's now gone a little bit lower, and the C wave. It could come up around here somewhere, I guess. Although we have made new lows already, so this could just be a mild correction. But quite a big fall. I would have thought we probably would have got to around maybe 13.5 thereabouts. But I think this is going to turn around and go down further. Ditto the Dow really. This is 1 of 3. This is 2 of 3, so it's going to fail. I'm going to see 3 of 3 come in, which will be the biggest move in the sequence. Again, no change there. Well, the Nasdaq is showing some promise. So it's gone. I mean, this wasn't A anyway, so sorry, there was an A there, I guess. B there. So showing a starting from this point here. So that still makes sense. I mean, this is looking kind of impulsive, in fact, although this bit doesn't. This looks like an ABC. So, yeah, maybe some hope for the Nasdaq, but the other markets don't really encourage the view that this is going to do too much. Right, the big issue at the moment is this potential war that China might attack Taiwan, and China and Russia team up and start to become quite aggressive across the board. One of the planks of the logic of that from David Murray is the Kondratiev wave and the commodity supercycle. Now, the Kondratiev wave is about 55 years or so. I mean, it does vary a bit, but the various wars in the period, I mean, going back to 1810 here. So 1810 was the British-American War. 1864, that's about 53 years. 50 years, I should say. American Civil War. 1920 World War One. And World War Two, I guess. I mean, it was around that time, so that was that one. I haven't got another chart, but it's gone walkabout somewhere. So covering the next 100 years or so. So I forget which. I think the Vietnam War in 1970 odd, and of course 2020 is where we are now. So there are. I mean, the Kondratiev wave is something I plan to look at a bit more detail, because it's quite interesting how the commodity supercycle ties in with this. And you get these. I mean, this is actually based on commodity prices. I'm not quite sure which ones, going back to 1750. But obviously, it does predict the highs and the lows quite well. They come in quite evenly spaced out over these periods. That's quite an interesting thing I want to look at going forwards. And I will hope to find this chart that shows you the more recent peaks. But you extrapolate, just add 50 odd years to the peak here, and you get where we are now, basically, for another war, with the Vietnam War in the middle somewhere. That was all today for the Introducial. Back to the report on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.